Namaste, this is Monica and I welcome you to today's practice, which is all about opening your heart, receiving, non-resisting, and my practices are rooted in traditional Indian yoga. So even though it is rooted in traditional Indian yoga and the pace is mostly slow, but it is still going to be a challenging practice because we have some intermediate poses. So if you are a beginner and you are practicing this, make sure you're listening to your body and sticking to your variations that feel safe to you. So I invite you to join me in this practice and open your heart with me. We can all sit in the cross-legged position or any other pose that you feel feels right to you, Vajrasana, Virasana. You can also place a cushion under your hips. Palms facing down, relaxing the shoulders. And gently close your eyes. And as you breathe in, focus just in the nose part of your windpipe. So you feel the touch of the air within the wall of your nose. Feeling the temperature of the air. And as you exhale, you can notice the temperature warms up. So cooling and the warming effect with each inhalation and exhalation. And feel as if when you're breathing, your breath flowing down from your spine all the way down to your tailbone. And as you exhale, you can feel this breath rising up through your spine and moving out through your nostrils. Now maybe you can place your right palm on your chest, right in between your heart center. The left palm goes on your belly, and we will notice what happens as we breathe in and breathe out in the chest and the belly. Noticing the movement, noticing the expansion and the contraction. And noticing how our breath has two sides always connected together, the expansion and contraction. And so is life. There's expansion and then there's a phase of contraction. And as we ground ourselves and we open ourselves to receive in today's practice, bring your palms to the heart center Breathe in. We'll be chanting 1 Om 3 Shantis. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. As you exhale, you can open your eyes. Palms over your knees or on the side. Inhale, lift your chin up, working through your neck. Exhale, bring your chin to the chest. Inhale up. Exhale, chin to the chest. Up and down. One more time. Bring your neck back into the center. Start to rotate your neck clockwise and anti-clockwise. Inhale as you take your neck up. Exhale as you bring it down from the other side. And change after a few rounds the direction. And come back to the center. Coming back to the center to take your arms behind and interlace your fingers, open your chest, look up. Breathe, bring your shoulder blades together. Keep sending your shoulders back and lengthen your spine. Feel the nice lift in your spine, in your chest. Keeping your arms stretched back. And exhale, release to place your palms in front of you, shoulder distance apart, and then walk your palms forward. And then as you walk your palms forward, maybe take them away a little bit more away from each other, using your fingertips to press the floor away. Keep the chest nice and open. And you can from there press the left palm down on the mat, open your chest to the right and take your right arm behind you. Maybe look at your right palm. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring your right palm back down on the mat. Exhale to open your chest to the left. And slowly bring your left palm back down. Walk your palms back. Bring your knees together to swing them back, moving into the cat and cow pose. The tabletop, and moving into cat and cow from here. So align your shoulders with the wrist, hips with your knees. And then pressing those fingertips down, the back of the foot down. Press the chest. Lift your chin up, look up. Exhale, bring your chin to the chest. Tailbone pointing down. Inhale, find this nice arc in your spine. Chest lengthening up. Exhale. Tailbone lengthening down, curving your spine up and the shoulders. And let us keep repeating this a few times. Coordinated with your breath. And then slowly bring yourself back in the center. Walk your palms forward and sink the chest down for the puppy pose. A nice opening in the chest. The bottom of your palm pressing down. Maybe rest your chin or forehead on the mat. And pressing the palms down to walk your palms back. Again, tuck your toes, lift your knees up to move into the downward dog and walk your heels up and down to loosen up your hamstrings. The chest reaching out to your thighs. And keep sending your hips back. Find a nice lengthening in your spine here into the downward dog. And from here you bend your knees, step or jump forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, raise your arms and take your arms behind you, interlace your fingers. Extend your torso forward halfway through, look forward. A nice opening in the chest, and then bring your shoulder blades together. And bend your knees to raise your arms up into your chair pose and take your arms back as you open your chest up towards the ceiling. Allow your arms to fall as if they can fall down on the floor, keeping your knees bent. And slowly straighten your knees, keeping your chest open. Join your palms together and press your pelvis a bit forward. Coming back to the center, exhale, release your arms. Open your palms to the front into Tadasana and catch hold of your breath. Hips together, squeezed in. Legs active, weight equally distributed. Rooting through your feet, extending to the crown of your head. And moving into Surya Namaskara A, inhale, arms up. Join your palms, look at your thumbs. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, head up, hands can be on your shin, look forward. Exhale, step back into your plank. Feet 90 degrees, shoulders aligned with the wrist, and lower down to Chaturanga or knees chest to chin. Inhale, a forward dog, look up. Exhale, tuck your toes, move back into the downward dog and breathe. With an exhalation, bend your knees, step or jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, head into fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release into Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, head up. Exhale, step or jump. Lowering down. Inhale, a forward dog. Exhale, downward dog and breathe. And as you exhale, bend your knees to step or jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold over. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, release into Tadasana and breathe. And step your feet to 3 feet distance apart for Utthita Trikonasana. Starting with parallel foot, turn the right foot out. Pelvic align with the shorter edge or longer edge of your mat. Arms extended. Inhale, extend the right side and exhale to fold over the bent knee or straight knee. Left arm goes up. And feel your upper back strengthening and also engaging the upper back muscles here. Chest popped open. And bend your knee to come all the way back up to turn the right foot in and left foot out. Extend the left side, exhale, bend over to your left. Again, bend your knee to step all the way, to come all the way back up. Step to the top of the mat to step your left leg back for Virabhadrasana A. So you bend your front knee, aligning it with your heel, pelvic aligned with the shorter edge of your mat. Inhale, arms up, and take your arms back. Give yourself a little bit of back bend there. Open your chest. If you want, you can bend your elbows a little bit. Feel as if your arms are free falling down towards the floor. Breathe. You can feel your shoulder blades activating, coming together to allow your chest to open. And from here, interlace your fingers. You can rotate your left heel a little bit. Open the chest again, look up towards the ceiling. You can stay here simply, or you can fold forward. Without compromising on your chest, you keep your chest open, you keep your chin forward into the humble warrior. As you inhale, you slowly come up, turn the right foot in and left foot out, and turning yourself fully towards the shorter edge of your mat. Bend your knee, inhale, arms up, open the chest. And take your arms behind you, rotate your heel a little bit to bring yourself a bit forward. Inhale, look up, open the chest, exhale to fold, chin forward. Well done. You continuously extending your torso forward, sending those arms back, opening the shoulders. And with an exhalation, place both of your palms on the mat from there, and then take your left leg back. And then we are going to open into the side plank. So you can either bring your right leg forward, open your chest to the right, right arm goes up, or you stack your feet on top of each other. Exhale to come back into your neutral plank and change the side. With an exhalation, left palm comes back on the ground, knees, chest to chin down, and then lift your chest up for upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, and relax your breath here. Catching hold of your breath. And you can drop your knees from here, the back of the foot resting, or you can tuck your toes, that's also fine. camel pose, palms on your hips, pressing your pelvis forward, bringing your shoulder blades together, and you can just drop your neck back. You can simply stay here. If you can or want to go to the full variation, you can either tuck your toes, rest your palms over your heels, or you can have two blocks on the side. So choose your variation here. So before you drop your head back, first you align your pelvic by pressing it a little forward and then drop the head back. The back of the foot pressing against the floor, giving you a little bit more lift there in your chest. And slowly shift your weight on your left palm, release your right arm, and then release the left palm, support your hips, bring your neck back slowly, and then either move into the child pose or you stay in Vajrasana. Palms over your thighs. Breathe. One more time, lifting your hips up, hands on your hips, and notice after you do your back bend, when you sit in Vajrasana, you can feel this very, very light breath flowing into your body. So maybe noticing that. So pressing your palms against your hips, you can do this or go into the full variation. Focus on the shoulder, bring the shoulder blades together, roll your shoulders back, open the chest. You might have a short breath here, which is normal in back bends. So do not try to force your breath into deep. And slowly back and sit back into Vajrasana. Breathe. You can notice the alertness that comes after the back bends. And as you relax your back, let us move into the round of vinyasa. Coming into your plank, lower down. Inhale, a foot dog. Exhale, downward dog. And then from here, bend your knees to step or jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, head into fold. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale to release into Tadasana. Breathe here, catch hold of your breath. And we're going to move into the balancing pose. So shifting all your weight on your left foot, bend your right knee, lift it up. The dancer's pose again, a beautiful chest opener. Use the prop if you want. Catch hold of your foot with your right palm, knee pointing down. Stretch the left arm up. And then as you exhale, take that knee back. And at the same time, take your torso a little bit down, as much as your body allow. And breathe. And slowly come back to the center. Bring your right knee to the front. Left palm goes outside your right knee. Open your chest to the right. And then maybe stretch your right arm out. And breathe. And slowly release. Rotate your left ankle, or maybe shake your leg if that feels better. And then we change on the other side. Shifting all your weight on your right foot, bend your left knee. Take your position there and then move into full Natarajasana. Use the prop if you want to. So your pelvic bone is aligned. So many a times it can happen in dancer's pose that your outer pelvic, the leg which is going back, that side of pelvic bone is going back. That way you might give some contraction to your back. So we are not moving this pelvic line. It remains in one line, and then we try and get into the pose. Okay, so left shoulder aligned with your right shoulder, left pelvic bone aligned with your right pelvic bone. And slowly moving into the other pose. Right palm goes outside your left thigh, and then open your chest to the left. And as you exhale, release, rotate your ankle. Well done. Shake your leg, releasing all the tension from your legs. And then we are moving into the Malasana. So your feet hip distance apart, may be a bit diagonal or parallel to each other. Start to squat down, palms to the heart center. And if you feel that as you go down, your heels are not allowing it, then you roll your mat, place your heels over the rolled mat, or you can use the block or cushion. Open your chest in here. Send your knees away with your elbows and breathe. Feeling a nice long spine there. Hips going down towards the floor. The crown of your head is pulling up, so you can feel this nice opposite forces working in your spine there. And as you exhale, extend your arms forward. Bring your left shoulder inside your left knee. And then open your chest by pressing that knee out, and open your right arm also up diagonally. Now some of you may be able to take the bind, so you rotate your left palm and take the back of your left palm behind your back and then catch hold with your right palm, or use the belt. A nice beautiful opening in the chest with the bind there. And with an exhalation, come back. Again, extend your arms to the front and then take your shoulder inside your knee, pressing that knee away, and through that you find that nice opening in the chest. And as you exhale, release. So another beautiful back bend that we are going to explore, that nice opener, is the hero pose, Virasana. If you want, you can do this with the help of the bolster as well. So you bring your knees hip distance apart, the back of the foot resting, take your calf out, bring your hips down between your heels. And there are multiple variations that you can explore here. You can place your palms behind you, fingers pointing towards your feet. Open your chest and then drop the head back. Some of you may want to go deeper, or you can, if you have the bolster, you can place a bolster right touching your sacrum, and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, you can take your spine down. Otherwise, resting on your forearms, drop the head back, use the block if you have to. You can also lift your tailbone up, tuck it in, and then place it back on the floor. So choose. Notice how you're breathing here. Can be a little stressful on your knees, sometimes on your ankles, because your connective tissues are lengthening there. So if you feel it is sharp pain, you don't have to stay there. And you can notice this little bit of arc in your lower back and breathing all the way down there. And pop your chest up. Now to come out of this pose, we bring our palms catching hold of our feet. We press the elbows down and then create that momentum without stressing your lower back. Lift the torso up, palms behind you, pressing them down and coming back to the center. Now you can bring your feet together, knees together. If you want, you can relax in the child pose, palms on the side. Use the block under your head if you want. From the child pose, you place your forearms in front of you. Lift your hips up, bring your torso forward, and one by one, take your legs back and drop your pelvis down for Sphinx pose. If you want to support your chest with a bolster, feel free to do that. And feel as if you're pressing the floor towards you, pressing the mat towards you and lifting that chest. The back of the foot resting on the floor, chin parallel to the floor. Press your fingertips down to lift your elbows off the floor. Seal pose. The torso surrendered, relaxed. And as you exhale, slowly bring yourself back down. Palms right next to your chest for the cobra. Elbows remain tucked into your body. You can lift in full cobra or baby cobra. Chin parallel to the floor. And slowly release. Moving into the bow pose, so you can bend your right and the left knee, catch hold of your ankles or your feet. Now as you inhale, so if it is possible for you, bring your knees together. But if it gets too challenging, then you can keep your knees a little away from each other. Inhale to bring your torso up and then lift your knees off the floor. Notice your shoulder blades. Notice your shoulders going back and opening in the chest. And slowly allow yourself to come down, cross your arms, rest your forehead on the crossed arms. Now bring your elbows a little bit closer so your chest is lifted, and then rest your forehead. Just noticing the deep belly breathing here. So chest is not touching the ground, so just have to make sure. So that your breath flows, the direction of your windpipe is maintained such that the breath flows directly and it's easy. There's no obstruction there. And you can slowly bring your feet together. You can turn yourself around to lie down on your back and hug your shin from there. Maybe roll from one side to the other, massaging your lower back here and massaging your back all together. And see if you can rotate your hips a little bit by making a motion, circular motion to your knees, covering all parts of your sacrum. And from there, we can relax. You can keep your knees bent if that feels okay, because we did so many back bends. We may want a little bit of support for the lower back here. So keeping your knees bent may feel a little bit more comfortable. Arms on the side, away from your torso. And notice your breath. And notice how your breath is slowly settling down, and with that, you are allowing your body to fully relax. And we have opened our heart physically today. We have worked on the chest openers, but even mentally and psychologically, take this moment to open yourself. Opening yourself is accepting all perspective of life, accepting what comes. And we are in state of receiving, and we are able to receive everything with full faith in life itself, in us. So anything that you might be blocking because of our mental filters, our mental judgments, this is an opportunity for us to open ourselves to those and expanding ourselves. And you can relax here for a longer time. If you want to come out, you can move little bit of your body, maybe your head from one side to the other. Wriggle your fingers. And then maybe move your knees from one side to the other as well if they are bent, like windshield wipers. And then roll onto your one side and lifting yourself up into sitting posture. Take a moment to absorb the practice fully, letting this benefit of the practice flow throughout the body. Join your palms to the heart center. We'll be chanting one Om Tri Shantis. Breathe in. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. As you exhale, you can open your eyes. Thank you for joining me in, and if you have really opened your heart today, as I last said, that it is also about not just physically opening your heart, also mentally and psychologically opening your heart to something that you might be resisting. It could be a condition, an emotion, a person that you are blocking and you are not ready to accept, and that is causing you pain. Then maybe it is the time to let that thing be in your life if it is there to stay, and being okay with fine that if this is the condition and this condition is there to stay with me, I'm opening up myself to receive it and be with it peacefully and not resisting it. And that itself will bring a lot of changes in your life. And I have personally practiced the non-resistance and opening myself up to things that I was resisting, and you can try that too. So with that, I hope see you soon again in some other practice. Until then, bye-bye.